Don't store food in ice cream containers. You'll be shocked at what happens to them. You've probably thought you had ice cream in the fridge, only to find dill inside. Many people don't throw away ice cream tubs. Instead, they use them in their kitchens. This is a huge mistake. Ice cream container manufacturers didn't anticipate such uses for the containers. Putting leftovers, meat, salads, or soups in them can be dangerous. My mother-in-law used to do this, but when I told her about it, she immediately stopped. What's the issue? It turns out that some food products interact with the containers. Reusing packaging can allow harmful chemicals to leach into the food. The warm temperature of the dish can precipitate chemical components from it. Ice cream containers are not suitable for storing dairy and eggs. Plastic promotes the growth of dangerous microorganisms. Processed meat loses its taste and nutritional properties. Cheeses may begin to smell musty. Food in such containers molds much faster. Moreover, we should store food in transparent containers. Ice cream containers are colored with chemical paints. The quality and application of this plastic are not intended for refreezing. Put a sponge in the fridge. You'll be surprised by what will happen. You'll definitely want to brag to your friends about this trick. This trick is very simple and cheap, and it will help you with a problem that often occurs in fridges. But first, ask yourself, when was the last time you checked the products you keep in it? Some of them simply need to be thrown away. They can make the fridge smell bad. Take a look inside your fridge. Do you also have water droplets on the shelves or on the back wall of the fridge? If products stick to such a moist back wall, ice can form on them. And standing water on the shelves, if you don't notice it, starts to smell bad. There are 2 ways to prevent this. You can handle it with a regular dishwashing sponge, but don't worry. It's not about cleaning the fridge with it at all. Take one sponge and cut it under the rough surface. Make a small hole with a knife or scissors. Pour salt inside. Now place such a sponge on the shelf in the fridge. The sponge will absorb moisture from the shelves. Salt also absorbs moisture. So it's a simple and cheap fridge dehumidifier. The second method is to use another product. Sprinkle baking soda on the sponge and place it in the fridge, preferably in the bottom drawer. The sponge will absorb moisture, and the soda will additionally absorb unpleasant odors. If your fridge smells strange even after cleaning and washing it, try these simple and cheap tricks. You'll be surprised by the result, like my mother-in-law. Put Styrofoam in the freezer and enjoy lower electricity bills. Have you ever put Styrofoam in the fridge? If not, you definitely should. Instead of throwing it away, put it in the freezer. You'll reduce your bills and save on expenses. Styrofoam doesn't absorb moisture and doesn't dissolve in water. It also doesn't conduct heat. It's lightweight and can be crushed and broken into smaller pieces. If you're focused on savings and every penny counts for you, Styrofoam can help with that. Simply freeze it. To do this, fit the Styrofoam into one of the freezer drawers. Divide it into smaller pieces. Arrange it in the drawer. Insert smaller pieces into the empty spaces. Put the drawer loaded with Styrofoam into the freezer. If you have space in another drawer, do the same. Fill it with Styrofoam and put it in the freezer. It turns out that this really works. Styrofoam reduces the empty space in the freezer. Every time you open the freezer door, warm air enters. When the freezer is full, less warm air enters. This means the fridge uses less electricity. The same goes for the cooling part of the fridge. If you have a large fridge and few items in it, you can line the empty shelves with Styrofoam. By eliminating the empty space in the fridge and freezer, you'll save more energy. Take a banknote and perform this test. Thanks to it, you will save a fortune on bills. The refrigerator doors are used every day. The condition of the seals affects their lifespan. If the refrigerator is noisy or frost appears inside, it may be a sign that it's time for the banknote test. Over time, rubber seals become stiffer and may not adhere properly to the refrigerator wall. This allows warm air to constantly flow into the interior, and the refrigerator works non-stop to cool the continuously entering air. To check, just perform a simple trick. Take a banknote and insert it between the refrigerator wall and the door. Then, close the refrigerator. Now try to take it out. If you can remove it without any resistance, the seal is not adhering properly. This method allows you to check the entire seal. If the rubber strip of the seal is tight, the banknote will offer resistance. There is another way to save the seal and make it adhere better to the refrigerator. If the seal has no visible defects or damage, try this trick. Use cosmetic Vaseline. Apply Vaseline to the clean and dry seal. This popular cosmetic will restore the flexibility of the seal, and it will adhere properly to the refrigerator. Spread the Vaseline evenly and precisely along the entire length of the rubber. You will definitely feel the difference the next time you try to open the refrigerator. Are your electricity bills high? Let us know in the comments what you do to reduce them. Never throw away such mesh bags from vegetables and fruits. They are invaluable and have a brilliant use at home. In most supermarkets, we can buy vegetables packaged in plastic mesh bags. The material they are made of has a hidden purpose. Peel the mesh away from the plastic label, then cut off the metal or plastic closures. Take moisturizing soap, the one you use every day. Put it into the mesh bag and tie it at the end. Then, use it in the shower. It turns out that the surface of the mesh has exfoliating properties. It works great for massage during a bath. The mesh also makes the soap lather faster and prevents it from slipping out of your hands. It doesn't slide on the sink thanks to it. However, this is not the only use for vegetable mesh bags. If you collect them, you can use them in the kitchen. Roll several pieces tightly together. Tie them with the strings to create a small sponge. The rough structure is an excellent substitute for a metal scouring pad. It will be ideal for delicate or Teflon surfaces. I always keep it by the sink. Who would have thought that most people throw away these mesh bags in the trash? Take a piece of aluminum foil, crumple it into a ball, and throw it into the dishwasher. Your dishes will shine like never before. Their brilliance will blind you. Everyone will ask you what you use to wash them. If you have favorite glasses and are constantly dissatisfied with their appearance after being taken out of the dishwasher, then this trick is for you. You'll forget about dull glasses, dishes, or stemware. From now on, their shine will delight your eyes. All arranged on the shelf will be perfectly clean and shiny. The trick with aluminum foil balls works not only on glass. It also cleans and polishes cutlery. It's the cheapest way to achieve perfectly shiny knives, forks, spoons, and teaspoons, and all you need is ordinary aluminum foil. Unroll a piece from the roll and crumple it into a ball. Place such a ball in the dishwasher. Put it between the glasses. Place another one or two between the cutlery. Aluminum foil reacts with detergents during dishwashing. As a result, it oxidizes the dull glasses, stemware, or cutlery. A small ball of foil works wonders. It's like polishing dishes and cutlery, except that aluminum foil will do it for you. Always put aluminum foil balls in the dishwasher. Metal pots, glasses, and cutlery will shine. Your neighbors will envy you.